Hello and welcome to a new video that I've posted, and this one's going to be showing you around a airport that me, AntoineTheSwan, built. It took probably about 1 to 2 weeks, and we didn't use MCEdit for any of it. Except I only used MCEdit to place the airport onto the new world, because it was on an old server that I was running, but I stopped that, and yeah. It has a baggage collector at the throughout the airport, which starts in here, where you can basically just put all your stuff in, then you just push it along, and it'll go into the plane. Then once it's on the plane, you can push it back, and it will go down to the arrivals area. There was 2 planes. There was ATS Airlines, which stood for AntoineTheSwan's Airlines, and mine was Fudge Airlines. And you'll come down here and there's a whole heap of shops like AntoineTheSwan's Tools, a pilot license, and you'll come along here, and we had the mod where with the signs, and you right click on the signs and you'll buy whatever's in the chest. So the tickets for the planes was slime balls. So when you clicked on there, you'll pay 50 coins. So you come along here, you put your items down, you push it, the person inside places it down, and you can come along here and place it inside, and then you can come around in here, and this is where the people sit, and they're just sitting here and they just watch out on them. When the person is finished putting their stuff in, they right click on it, they see what's in it. So this one's just got minecart with chests, so that's fine, they can go in. But if there's anything that's not allowed, like TNT or something like that, then you'll take it out and then put it in this bottom chest. And that goes along for all of these. And then when you're done, you push it out. Well, they push it out a little bit, then you stop it, and then you have a look. And then you push it down, and it goes right down the end, and then you see it out. Well, it's sort of dark, you can sort of see it coming out. And that was also the same on this side. This is AntoineTheSwan's sign, but I had to get rid of all the tickets and the signs because they were all wrong. Because our currency used to be paper, all the tickets used to be paper, but that was too easy to make, so we didn't use that. And next one's, you come along here for the security check, and nothing fancy, just you walk through and it has the tall fence. And then you come in here and there's more shops like AntoineTheSwan's Useful Supplies, Christian I-24's Fish and Chips, AntoineTheSwan's Rich Fancies Cheesecake Shop. Another shop. Then we come in here and we've got the toilets. This is the gentleman's. And you just flush. It doesn't make any sound. And there would be those dish things, but it's sort of a bit hard to make on this. This is the ladies' one. This is a little smaller. Yeah. And then come along here. You can go. There's gate 1, and that was the ATS Airlines, which Antoine's plane, and you go up there. But my one, gate 2, you come up here, and then you go down there, and there's a whole heap of shops. And we got here a new gate. There was a plane getting built, which was huge and massive, like more than 50,000 blocks. But they didn't end up getting finished in time, so we just left this out. And if we come out here, we can see the planes. That's Joseph Rules 1, it's a plane. That's AntoineTheSwan's plane, and my plane's over there. And on here there's a whole heap of shops, like Williams bookstore. So we've got please do not steal my books, they are my life. Store owner is William. And there's supply store, a food store, bank accounts, because we have bank accounts on here as well, and another empty shop. Because Joseph Rules 1 didn't really work on the building thing, but we left some spare shops for him, but he didn't end up finishing them. And these were new buildings, new shops that we didn't end up doing. Then we got here gate 1, that's AntoineTheSwan's plane. Then we got here gate 2, I'll show you gate 2. You come along here, and you give the person your tickets at the front here. And this used to, I moved craft on to make the aircrafts lift up and move around, I also had it on here so this would go right down to the end, and then it'll go when it's taking off, then it'll come back down when it's ready to take off, and when it's ready to pick up the players. You come in here, you sit down, you look out the window and all that. You got the cockpit, all the pilots. I haven't fixed that yet, so I'll fix that before I upload onto the internet. But I had TNT there, and I was dropping it down on the towns and all that. And we've got toilets down the end and some spare room. I could place some chests there, but I didn't. And then we've got some toilets. Now it did have a pressure pad there, so then when someone went into the toilets here, the door would close after them, and also the light at the end would turn on or off depending if they were on there or not. But that didn't end up working, so I raised the roof a little bit and added the glowstone. And people can buy the pork as well. And when they're finished, they'll come back down here because there are 2 airports, and they'll go down there to arrivals. Next, I'll show you gate 2, which was AntoineTheSwan's plane. And here's gate 2, or gate 1. There's a spare area down there, I didn't do much there, so I'll probably end up getting rid of that soon. We've got to have a good flight. And then you come down here. Arrivals will go down there, but departures will come across here and over to his plane. And they'll jump up. The climb in here is pretty dark in here, but the pilot sits there, and you can sit down on the chairs. And it's got the minecart tracks for the baggage, and so also there's food there, but I think they got removed because it was bugging out. And you can come down the bottom here, and it's got this going up, but that's sort of removed there. It comes up, and it's got a whole heap of spare stuff in here, and that switches the track. So I'll show you the minecart. So it comes up here. First we have to hit that switch. Then you jump up the inside the plane, and down the bottom it's got some spare stuff in there in case you lose something like that. And then there's our minecart. What we do is we push it, we hit the switch, make sure the tracks there's nothing in the way, and you push that, we end up going down, flick that, ready for the next person. And I'll go down, and I'll show you at the, and it comes down, and I'll show you near the end where it is, because I'll just show you the second aeroplane and also the helicopter and the plane shelters. So this one was Joseph Rules' plane. It was pretty good. And you come in here and you can place music in there if you have any. And the cockpit comes in here, the driver can drive it. But he didn't have a baggage collector thing under his. And over here, this is my plane, or my helicopter. And it had a little turret on the front. And also had TNT on the bottom, but I got rid of that. So this is my helicopter. You come in here and control the turrets. I don't think there's anything there. There was TNT there which will drop down. It's got the chests, the spare stuff. Yeah. These are the plane shelters. This one was the spare one. We didn't end up finishing. This one was mine. With my little plane in here. And this one was Joseph Rule's one plane shelter. And this one's AntoineTheSwan's. And there's the runway. So I'll just pause the video here and I'll go up to where the I'm back and the arrivals coming down this passage I was telling you about before. And they come in here and they've got the security check again. You just walk through and nothing happens. It's got some seats, some more shops, and then it can take up to like 5 minutes for the baggage to get through. But there's AntoineTheSwan's Airlines baggage, my one, and the coming soon one. And it's here, it's the one we had before, so I'll take that. And once you got your stuff, you just right click on it and get your stuff, and then you destroy it, and then you I could have put like a chest here that you place your items in when you finish with them, but then you come out here and then we've got the arrivals. So I'll show you now the control tower, so I'll pause the video and the control tower. And it hasn't really got a way to get up yet, so I'll just show you before the creep becomes. Eek. I sort of destroyed it, so I'll fix that, and before I upload it, and I'll just show you up top, just fly quickly. It's probably the quickest way. So I may add it later before I upload it. So you come in here and you just got some switches, control towers, and you can basically look down at the airport and just make sure everything's okay. And yeah, it's basically all that goes right round. So I'll be uploading this onto MediaFire, so I'll leave a link in the description, and make sure to check out AntoineTheSwan's channel. I'll leave in the description. I'll also leave Joseph Rule's one in his channel in the description as well. I didn't really. Well, we only used MCEdit for the fence here. That was basically all we used it for. Everything else we just placed by hand. So, yeah.